Viva Las Vegas, Viva Las Vegas. How I wish that there were more than 24 hours in the day.
Ka has two meanings. One means duality, and the other one means fire. Ka is very different from our other production because this time we have a story. We have a story that starts by once upon a time with a kind of happy ending. In our other shows, yes, we have a story, but the story is not as important as the story in Ka. We started with the idea of having twins, a boy and a girl, coming from a family, and those two twins will be separated. So during the whole show, this notion of duality is always present. We have a casting department at Cirque du Soleil, and their mandate is to find the pearls on Earth. So the casting for Ka took a long time. The cast on Ka comes from different backgrounds. We have singers, we have dancers, we have mainly acrobats, we have actors, and up to now we never really played with puppets. And with Ka we wanted to start to develop this idea of performing with puppets. And we came up with the idea of having animals performing by actors. So our puppets are human beings wearing an animal costume and making those animals alive on stage.
The puppets are in Ka are very much a combination of an acrobatic performer and the technician that's controlling them. For instance, we have a snake that wraps itself around a tree. That the head of the snake is a performer that gives it its articulation at the neck, and then we have a technician that's up in the top of the tree that's actually controlling the up and down movement of the snake.
This theater was built especially for the production of Ka. It's a stage that moves ups and down, that turns, that spins, that goes in every direction. So for us it was a great challenge, like the final scene, what we call the battlefield. The way we see that scene, it's like we are above them and we are observing what they are doing. In Ka, we have developed a new way of using projection.
As an artist touches a certain point on the deck, it has a real-time feedback to the projections computers that then react to that touch to give you the feeling of water or other movement on the deck when they're moving. So it's quite a challenge from the lighting and projection side, from the automation side with the number of motors. They're moving at 14 feet per second, so it's very fast that they can move, and it's all radio frequency controlled. So there's quite a few technical challenges. The Wheel of Death is a gerbil-like looking cage. It's like a small Ferris wheel. It's powered by the performers that actually make this Ferris wheel spin on its own power. And they can do a number of acrobatic tricks where they will get out and jump rope and make the wheel spin very fast. Quite a death-defying act for the audience to watch. The boat is fully artist-operated, kind of like a big Weeble. It has a round ball-shaped bottom to it, so that as the artists rock the boat back and forth, it can spin and provide movement and throw people around off of the mast. Then when it sinks, it's basically on a stage lift that slowly drops it down out of the view of the audience. Ka is a true melding of entertainment technologies and industrial technologies, and a real step forward in kind of combining theatrical experience with cinematic experience of film. It brings the audience into a true environment that's very different from any other type of entertainment production that's been done. After an audience member sees Cow, what I really hope is they go away with a sense of awe and not something that they think about the technology. Maybe they wonder, but I hope they just come and kind of let their imaginations run wild, let the senses of all the sights and sounds and everything just kind of take them into a whole different world. And from our aspect, we hope that for as much technology as in the show, that they don't focus on that's not the story. It's all about the artists and the story and a whole new way of seeing a theatrical presentation.